Well, hello there. It's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com, and I'm here to take a look at, well, something new. It says new right on it, so it's got to be new, right? It's new, it's unique, it's strange, it's everything I love about a product, and so we're definitely going to take a look at it today. It's actually, I wasn't expecting to get anything this weird. I was kind of expecting to get just a regular box of cheap retail trading cards, but I ended up getting, well, this. So we'll talk about what this is in 1 second. Let's look at our favorite cards first, which is quite a quite a difference here. So we've got Barbie cards here, and then these are Warhammer 40,000 40K cards. So Dark Grim, Dark Galaxy, Grim Dark, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, these are Dark Galaxy cards from Panini, and they're the Voidborn rarity level, which is interesting because it has cracked ice with this sort of blackened, blacked out ice particles on the sides there. These cards are exclusive to value boxes or blaster boxes, value boxes. So you only get two in one of those. It's the only way to get them. And my family got me one of those boxes for Christmas, and that's where I got these two cards. And I just thought they both looked awesome. I mean, they both embody sort of everything you want from a from a Warhammer 40K, right? Other than the Space Marine, you've got the Chaos Demon here, and then you've got this giant, uh, yeah, homunculus, which is sort of a giant mechan like it'll kill you very quickly. Uh, so anyway, there's our top two cards of the day. We've only opened one thing, so that's why they come from that. Without messing around too much more, let's take a look at this. So this is obviously from the Barbie movie. It's a bag of trading cards. So this is a sealed bag here. There's no box. There is some sort of cardboard insert up here, but otherwise it's a bag of trading cards. That's what I got. So when I opened the package, it was packed like this. There was no cardboard around it or anything. It survived the trip from China despite that, which is amazing. But yeah, it didn't have any of that. There's no manufacturer markings on it. There's a bunch of these, and they all came out at the exact same time as these things came out. And so, if you remember, Skibidi Toilet and Chainsaw Man, these two sets just suddenly appeared one day, and there's many boxes of these now. There's also a Doraemon. There's like a lot of these, and they're all in this sort of series where they have T087, T092. They all have a number like that on them, and they also all have Card Experts logo. That's Card Experts logo. So we know these are all made by Card Expert. And they come in a box. Pretty, it's a weird design. They have 20 packs instead of 32. It's like strange. There's strangeness with this, but it's otherwise, mostly a retail trading card set like you would see in any grocery store anywhere in China. Whereas this is different. Like, how would a retailer sell this? Like, they can't put this, no retailer is going to take up that much shelf space for this. This whole thing cost me, I think, $9 or something. So it's like incredibly cheap. And that's like the whole box, right? All of this. So each pack is worth, pennies, right? So there's no way they're going to take up that much space. They don't have a box to put it in. So I just don't understand what a retailer is supposed to do with this kind of a product. And then vendors who have to store this in a warehouse, they don't have the box. So they're just packing these on top of each other. They're going to be so compressed. Uh, anyway, again, I really don't know what's going on, so why don't we get it opened and take a look? It may be that what we have here is dollar store type product. We'll know in a minute. We'll know very soon. Yeah. Oh, okay. So no, we don't. I was like, maybe it's a dollar store hangers. Oh, it might be actually. Okay, it might actually be. Oh, it is. Okay, so I kind of understand now what we've got here. So I don't know if you can tell, but all these packs are attached to each other with tape, maybe, and then stapled to this at the top. And so this is meant to be hung and then purchased as a unit. So this is like one unit of whatever this product is. And again, we're gonna get to that. So okay, so in that box there were 3 sort of units for sale, if you will. It's still like impossible to deal with this product. Like as an archivist, I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna have to get like a special box to put this in. As a retailer, I really wouldn't know what to do with this. I would be just kind of like, what are you doing? Why? Maybe stop. But this is definitely not the same thing as the Card Expert set. Like, it's not, right? It definitely is something else made by somebody else with some other sort of method of being sold. I'm really struggling to even grasp what this is. I'm really having trouble with this, as you can tell. All right, so you buy one of those and you get you get this. You get this. 3 of these in one of those boxes. No, I also ordered the Super Mario one and the Blackpink. There is a BTS, there's Marvel, there's Spider. There's so many of these out right now, like 30-ish franchises at least. So let's take a look and let's see if we can figure out what exactly we're dealing with here. Again, just very unsure. Did they put the staples through the cards? They at least didn't put the staples through the cards. That's pretty good. They did put the staples through the packs, which kind of sucks. But at least they didn't staple the cards, at least not on this one. There's your box, such as it is. It's made in China. And it has, you can see it has hanger hook circles here, here, and here. So this is definitely meant to be hung on a shelf end or something like that. And let's see, what do you get in? So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like 12 packs in one of those, okay? And are these are, these are like sealed to each other. Oh, there's a perforation. Okay, there's a perforation to it. What a strange way to manufacture this. To give you an idea, perforating the packs in that way probably costs like slightly more than just cutting them. Only because a perforation blade is a little bit more expensive. There's a lot of different pack styles too. Which is interesting. I don't know if the different pack styles mean anything yet. We'll get into it here and try to figure it out. We're going to try to figure out everything about this. Mostly because I know other people are probably looking at these sets and going, hey, I want Barbie cards, I want Mario cards. And you might, but do you want these Barbie cards? Let's find out. So you get 3 of each pack style. But again, I bet those are just styles, and the packs themselves have all the same cards in them. And then let's take a look at a pack here. Let's see what we got, because it kind of looks like we're dealing with a wiki reprint scenario here. How much do you want to bet if I search Google Images for new, like the word new clip art? I bet I find that. It's probably the first one. All right. So here we go on the back. Directed by Greta Gerwig, Little Lady Bird, Little Woman, from a script she wrote. And the list goes on. So they just kind of reprinted the marketing blurb there. We're calling it now. Summer movie season peaks. The film entered the year. The movie's playful style and joyful humor. That's really a very impressive thing. I'm going to kind of take a picture of that. What you'll notice is there's no manufacturer markings on this at all. There's no indication, even subtly, of sort of who might have made this product. Right? It's So we just don't know. We don't know who made this. And so I'm trying to get like some pictures together because I really want to document what we're doing here. Because this is weird. This is very weird. And I don't. Maybe this will be the new style moving forward. It's definitely cheaper. Like everything about this product just screams. I asked my production manager what the cheapest option would be, and then took it. Like, and then it took that at every decision point, right? Okay, now the rubber meets the road here. Are the cards going to be any good? Are they going to be the same as those? Let's take a look, see and find out. All right. Stock is okay. Well, stock really isn't that great. Yeah, so stock is very cheap. The cut is okay. This foil we see on those bleach cards, it's super distracting. And clearly you just have marketing art with very basic framing around it. And then you have this, like, you know how in China every single set of cards becomes a card game? This is how they put an attack and a defense, and then some sort of symbol on it. And you're going to play like a rock, paper, scissors type situation with it. Like, that's paper, that's rock. I bet some will have scissors on them. I don't want to sleeve all of these, but I'm going to sleeve a few just because this is sort of a crazy thing here. I'm also not seeing any rarity system, really. Like, there's no indication that one is more rare than another or anything like that. Probably just going to sleeve the first pack, and then no more packs after that. Massimo. Alan. Such a great the movie was awesome. I saw the movie in the theater and really enjoyed it. It's just like a fun movie. If you can, like, I know I made a little joke here about patriarchy and stuff, but if you can just like put your brain aside and try not to think about that and just enjoy the film, it's really a fun movie to watch. It's just a lot of like really cute scenes and clever jokes and very pretty visuals and just weirdness. It's great. And then, you know, that political aspect to it is also kind of special, right? Because it's really, you know, a lot of people I think got offended, you know, one way or another about it. You saw people getting offended on every side of the spectrum for this movie. But really, it was just kind of showing you the two extremes, right? It was showing you the extremes and how being extreme probably isn't the right choice no matter what do you believe, right, the right choice is probably somewhere in the middle, like working together, building a better Barbie world. In the middle is probably the right option, you know, somewhere in the middle. Maybe it's not the perfect middle, maybe it's a little over here, a little over here, but it's definitely not on the very extremes, right? That's what the movie was trying to show you, is that, you know, if you take the idea of a patriarchy and you go 100% on it like the Kens did, you get this sort of weird dystopia that really nobody wants to live in, right? And it's the same on the other side. And so really working together is the way to go. Sorry, a little bit of that for you. Now, all that said, I was raised by a feminist. Like, my mother is adamantly on that side. She was a university professor, had a huge career, worked through her entire life until she retired. You know, supported her family, had 4 kids that whole time too. So definitely was, you know, that kind of a woman. And she also made us, well, she didn't do this to my little brother and sister, but for me and my older sister, we all got sort of indoctrinated into that, to the point where she would make me write her story. You know, like you're doing a paper in school and you're supposed to write history. History starts with HIS, his. It's masculine history, right? So she would always make me write her story instead. It was, yeah, anyway. It was a weird childhood is what I had. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's get back to trading cards. This is what trading cards are all about. I love these Kens. These are great. Oh, I forgot. I have a. I was gonna bring out my shirt. I have the I'm a Knuff shirt, like the sweater that he wears at the end. I actually have that sweatshirt. I bought it. Still really not seeing any kind of rarity system here at all. Like it just kind of seems like, you know what I mean? Like we've got all these cards, but none of them seem any more rare than any other. And they all have precisely the same treatment on them. So that's kind of like a little bit disappointing that the set doesn't seem to have levels of any kind, really. Because then there's not really any kind of chase cards, nothing to really go after and try and collect or anything like that. It really becomes just a movie card set at that point, which we make those in the West all the time. I was actually just talking to somebody like Upper Deck makes a movie card set for basically every single movie that they could think of, right? Uh, and they publish those, and they never sell very well, and they always end up in the bargain bins. But they do it, and it seems like that's kind of what this is. This card I was drawn to because it's not from the movie, right? So this is I forgot her name already, the lead actor's name, and this is her on a runway, like some kind of Vogue runway or something, not actually at the Barbie. Unless maybe that's a scene from the movie. Oh God, that might actually be from the movie. I'm not sure. My little sister would know. So my little sister's kind of obsessed with Barbie right now, and is the main that's weird Barbie. I love that. The main reason I even picked this up is so that I could make this video and then show her because she's gonna love this. But I mean, maybe other people like this too. I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of hunting for dupes, really not finding them, which is like a little bit surprising, right? You would think there would be some dupes at this point, but really hasn't happened yet. Huh. Well, we'll see how many packs you can open before you start opening dupes. This will be our, what, fourth pack? Yeah, fourth pack. I don't think counting how many cards are in each pack either. I should probably count that. Let me see here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards per pack. If you can. A lot of Kens. Oh God, the cowboy hats are just the best. My job is beach. Is beach Ken. What I know everyone kind of says the same thing, but what really sort of strikes me as interesting about this movie is how successful it was for Hasbro, and so I'm sure they're now like trying to figure out how to make this movie with every franchise they have, and I just can't wait to see how wrong that turns out. Like they're gonna make just the worst movies as a result of attempting to make another version of this movie. They will end up what is going on? Oh, they got folded. So those cards got folded over. I've never seen that happen before. Huh. Impressive. And yes, still we haven't oh, there. Okay, so this is a dupe now. So here, we're starting now to pull dupes. Okay, great. I was like, how are we not pulling dupes yet? Okay, so there we go. So starting to get some dupes. And still just no sense of any rarity system. So Yeah. Already I'm kind of falling on the side of maybe avoid these unless you like you would have to very, very much love the love the Barbie movie to want these cards. More than is probably healthy. Sorry, it's true. Otherwise, it's pretty much all dupes at this point. What I didn't remember how many cowboy hats there were in that. I guess that's accurate. There were a lot of cowboy hats in the movie, too. Oopsie. There we go. Yeah, not having any rarity system and seeing that the cards are just all duplicates pretty much at this point makes me say not the best set, which you probably could have. You probably could have predicted that. But still, they produced them. I just wish they would have done some other treatment. Like every single card has exactly the same foil treatment and everything on it. So it's really much, when you're a kid, right? You can still do this as an adult, but when you're a kid, it's very easy to sort of pretend, right? Like when I was a kid, I would play with G.I. Joes or whatever, right? And pretend they're really fighting. It's super easy to do that. And I feel like with this kind of a card set, it would be very easy to do that too with your imagination, pretend that the different characters are doing different things or whatever as you play this stupid little game. So there's probably some fun in this for kids, but man, this is just not a very big like. I mean, we're pulling nothing but dupes here. This is dupe as well. Like whole packs are just dupes, right? Very much not. Very not impressed, I would say. Would be how I would describe this right now. Oops. Go. Sorry, drop that one on the ground. Oh, there's a new one. Space Barbie. Oh, okay. So there's some new cards here. Well, actually, quite a few new cards here. That whole set was new cards. That's awesome. We got a Will Ferrell. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. A couple more here. So we opened an entire, whatever, like, string of these. I've never seen packs sold that way before. But I could definitely see it in a, walk into like a Dollar General or something, and those are sitting there. Because at the price of this, you could sell one of those, like this, what I just opened here, you could sell that for $5. And that would be a profit. Like that would be a $2 profit. This whole thing, $5, and it's a $2 profit. Like that's how low cost these cards are. So that's a dupe, dupe, and dupe. I'm sure this is also dupe. Yeah, right there. And I mean, that's kind of what this set was meant for, right? It was meant for that, to hit that lowest possible market. And you can see all the things they do to hit that, right? No different rarity system, same treatment on every card, common card back, no box, like they don't print a box. Printing a box and folding the box and putting the packs in the box, that costs money. They don't even cut their packs, right? They leave them in a string. It's the exact same pack, I think. Okay, Yeah, so definitely this. Okay, so we've seen now the lowest. I can't. If you can think of a way that they could have saved even more money on this set, let me know. But right now, I can't think of any possible way that they could have saved more money on this set than they have. This is printed in the cheapest possible way, and the cards show it, right? So I'm sorry to have to say that. Now, I'm still happy to get it. It's still a cool set. I'm still very like kind of this is weird and crazy, and I'm super excited about it. But at the same time, don't get this if you're interested in collecting trading cards. This is not a collector's set. The set very much meant for small children to play this game and imagine they're the different characters. Like I could see that being a fun use for this, but to a collector, there's not a lot of value here. So keep that in mind. And I just assume the others are going to end up the same way, right? Just marketing images with the basic framing. And we still have no idea who the manufacturer is. No clue. Nothing on the packs, nothing on the box, nothing on the flyer, nothing. Nothing at all would show you what is in this set. It's just kind of what it is, what it is, what it is. All right, well, I'll stop the video here and set up for the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.